To start this project, you'll need some clear bottles. Pour it carefully into the top of the bottle. And then you can just leave the bottle upside down to let it drain, or hold and wait for it to finish draining completely. So I found this cupcake holder at the dollar store. Next, I've just got shower curtain rings that we're gonna use for our ring toss. For this project, we're gonna use concrete pavers, and you can find those at any local hardware store. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start painting on the red paint.
I just finished painting all of the pavers, and they're wet, so I moved them outside to dry. So now that the pavers are dry, I'm going to use this sidewalk chalk to write numbers onto the pavers.
I hope this inspires you to create some fun games for your yard.
Grab a couple buckets from Dollar Tree. Now I want to make a bucket game, so I'm going to add points values to each bucket using a Sharpie, starting with 10 and going up to 50. Now I can just place these buckets in a line outside, and we can have a friendly game of bucket ball toss. I picked up some pool noodles from Dollar Tree, and I want to create a sort of outdoor ring toss game. So I'm going to start by forming 3 of the noodles into a ring. I found the easiest way to do this is to cut a piece of duct tape, put it sticky side up on my table, and then make the noodle into a ring and apply the tape. I'm going to create 3 rings. Now I'm using some twine to tie each of those rings together. Then I'm going to add a pool noodle to each side, again securing it with twine. This is going to allow my ring toss game to stand up vertically. Outside, I need a way to stand this up. So I grabbed some driveway stakes that you might use to mark off your driveway. Then I can just slide the 2 vertical noodles over those stakes, and this is going to hold up really well. Then we can create a game around tossing balls through the rings. I'm going to start with some plastic plates from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to draw X's on half of them and O's on the other half. Now I'm going to head outside and just use a can of spray paint to draw a tic-tac-toe board. The spray paint will either wash off or it'll come off the next time I mow the lawn. Then we can just play tic-tac-toe. Using the plastic plates, these are going to hold up better than paper. I can put them away when I'm done and pull them out the next time we want to play this game. These were 3 really easy outdoor games that are going to be fun to play. They're easy to set up and easy to take down and reuse again.
For today's project, I grabbed a table that I have and took the legs off, set it up on some cardboard. It's 20 inches by 20 inches. What you're going to do first is we got to mark around the table at 2.5 inches. This is where we're going to put our first layer of tape. Using a square makes it easy. You can slide it back and forth. All you need is 2 marks on each side. Now, the reason I use a pencil is because you can erase it whenever we're done putting the tape down. Take your speed square, again, put it at the 2.5 inch mark, slide it back down again, another 2.5 inch mark. Now it's time to lay the tape down. Put the tape on the outside of the 2.5 inch mark. You're going to do this on all 4 sides. When you're putting the tape down, make sure you go all the way around the edges, and I'll show you why later. But we want to make sure that the tape is flat so we don't get any bleed under the tape. Many of you know what that's like, and it's not fun. Now that we've done this, we've got to mark our game board. If you've ever seen some checkerboard, you know they're about 2 inches wide. Now, this tape is actually 1 7/8, so you're going to go in 1/8 of an inch at every 2 inch mark. I use the tape measure. You can use the tape as a guide, but the tape measure is easier for me. I'm going to mark this all the way around. Once I do that, it's time to lay the tape. Start on one side, make sure it's flat, make sure it goes flush. You're going to do one side, and then we're going to tape the other. I know what you're thinking. We're putting too many layers on. But that's okay. We need to show this pattern. But we still don't have a true checkerboard. Any place that you have 2 layers of tape right here needs to be cut out with the square. I took a little X-Acto knife and very gently, so I don't scratch the table, cut through the tape. Once you go ahead and cut through it on each side, then what we're going to do is pull the tape up. Very gently, again, not to scratch the table, and it's going to give you a perfect square. We've got to go around and get every place that has a double layer of tape and remove that square. Once we do, now it's time to paint. I know what you're thinking. It's a checkerboard, we're going to use white paint, but I want to match it to the colors of our house. So I'm going to go with the teal. Every blank spot that you see that has exposed wood, we're going to paint it with the teal color. Now, you might need to do 2 coats, but we're going to put this on. Don't push too hard because we, again, don't want any bleed under. I'm going to go ahead and get this painted and the outside edge, and when we come back, we're going to show you the final project. And here it is, the final project. I've sprayed it with a little bit of clear coat to protect it.
Just wait until you see what we're gonna do in our yard with all of these. The first thing we're gonna do is take this flag and stick it into the ground. Next, I've got these long bamboo skewers, and I'm gonna take them out of the package. I'm gonna take the skewer and I'm gonna break it in half. You can do this however you want, but they break pretty simple. And I'm gonna stick one end in the ground. I'm gonna put the pool noodle on it, and then I'm gonna stick the other end in the ground, and then stick the pool noodle down the other side like so. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat this 5 times till I have 5 hoops in the yard. What we've created here is an outdoor kickball croquet. And what we're going to use to play is any ball you want, but we'll be using a beach ball. For this next project, I'm going to take a serrated knife, or you could use a small saw, and I'm going to cut it in half. Next, I'm going to use my cool glue gun, and I'm going to add some hot glue to the top of this pool noodle. Then I'm going to take and stick the hot glue to another pool noodle. I've repeated this to both sides, and this is the shape that I've made. Next, I take some water bottles and I place them in this order. You can use as little as 5, or you can go to as many as 10. Now, using a kickball, beach ball, or ball of your choice, depending upon the cans you're using or the water bottles, you now have yourself a bowling alley. For this next project, I've got a piece of cardboard. I just have a lid here, and I'm just going to trace around the lid. Now I just need to cut the circle out. It does not need to be perfect by any means. You actually aren't going to use the circle portion of it. You're going to use the other as a stencil. So I'll finish cutting this out and show you what it looks like. So now what I have is the center circle right here, which I'll be using. So I'm just gonna start by using a variety of spray paints, 4 of each color. So I'm gonna start by shaking this one up, and then I'm gonna spray inside the circle with the red spray paint. Then I'm going to carefully pick this up, move it over a little bit, and repeat this until I have 4 of the same color. Now that I have my 4 dots, I'm going to go ahead and move over to the next row with a new color. So next, I'm going to go with the color white. So I'm going to get in here, spray paint, the same circle, the same way. I'm going to continue doing this with 2 more colors for 2 more rows until I have everything ready to go. And now what we have is a game of Twister. Thanks for watching Home Talk, and I'll see you next time.